everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Aliris and I'm the founder and owner of Morning Tea Inspiration. And on this channel is where I share my entire candle making journey with you. But today you're in for a surprise because I'm going to share my method for making body butters. And today I'm actually going to try a new recipe incorporating Kokum butter into the mix. Based on the properties of my oils and butters, I should have a higher melting point that's going to allow me to ship in warmer temperatures. And I'm going to do the ultimate test by sending my sister a jar way across the United States in hot steaming desert weather. Also, this recipe should yield a nice creamy finish that's not heavy and won't leave an oily residue. So without any further ado, let me introduce the starting cast. My primary ingredient is Kokum butter. This butter has a melting point of 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Kokum butter is rich in fatty acids. Fatty acids have been associated with aiding in the elasticity of the skin. Next up, mango butter. Mango butter has a melting point of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. One advantage of mango butter is it does a great job of absorbing quickly without leaving an oily residue. Mango butter is also known for moisturizing and soothing skin while providing a protective barrier. My last butter is shea butter. Shea butter has a melting point of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. While shea butter is usually sold as a hard solid, once mixed, this butter produces a soft, cream cheese-like texture. Next up, oils. My first oil is sweet almond oil. Sweet almond oil has been used in many skin products to help with improving skin complexion. My second oil is avocado oil. For this recipe, I'm using avocado oil for its hyaluronic acid content, which has been noted with helping with collagen production. The emulsifier that I'll be using in my recipe is BTMS 50. The emulsifier's job is to lock in moisture, and you'll notice BTMS 50 is used in a wide range of deep conditioning products. The melt point of BTMS 50 is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Next up, arrowroot. Arrowroot is going to add to our overall soft texture of our body butter. Some additional ingredients that I thought were important to add to this body butter was vitamin E. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin, and its main role is to act as an antioxidant. Antioxidants scavenge for loose electrons, also known as free radicals, which can be damaging to our skin cells. For my preservative, I chose Optiphen. Optiphen is a natural, widely used preservative. I also incorporated a small amount of aloe extract to help soothe the skin. Finally, I'm topping off my body butter with a nice, fresh lavender fragrance. So that takes care of all the ingredients. Now, let's make this body butter. My phase 1 ingredients include all of my butters, oils, and BTMS 50. I will add all of my phase 1 ingredients to a stainless steel bowl and melt them slowly using the double boil method. You don't need much water for the double boil method, maybe 1 to 2 inches. Also, make sure you're melting very slowly as you don't want your oils to boil. After your BTMS 50 is dispersed and you have a nice uniform mixture, place your bowl in the freezer for about 5 minutes. We're speeding up the cooling process to get a semi-thick mixture that will blend beautifully. You can begin the mixing process with a hand blender. You could use a large bowl blender if you're making a large batch, but since this is for my own personal use, I don't need to get out my big utensils. You want to rotate mixing by going back and forth between the low and high settings. Once you get a fluffy consistency, add your vitamin E, aloe extract, fragrance, and preservatives. I call these my phase 2 ingredients. Continue to mix so that everything is uniform again. This may take up to 10 minutes, so no need to rush the process. You want all of your ingredients mixed in well. Lastly, we're going to add our arrowroot powder and whisk it a little more. Some clues to look for to make sure that you mix your butter enough: it should stick to your spatula when upside down. If you like whipped cake frosting like me, you'll notice that your body butter has that same consistency, but it's definitely not for consumption. Next, I'm going to scoop my butter into my container. This is my first shot at this recipe, so I'm not sure how much butter this jar will hold. I don't want any air pockets in my jar, and I also want to make sure that all my crevices are filled. So after a few scoops, I bang my jar on a towel to push everything down. I'm using a skewer to swirl the top of my mixture so it's nice and pretty. It's recommended to let the butter settle overnight before using, so I'll come back in the morning to let you know how it turned out. So that's it. We mixed the body butter. I'm going to go ahead and let this set for 24 hours, and tomorrow I'll let you know how it works. Finally made it back home late yesterday evening. I was exhausted from the drive, so I decided to wait another day before testing my body butters. It was nice to see my princess playing in her lacrosse game. It was good to meet her coach and the teammates. Everyone was so sweet. It was senior day, so we had a small cookout for the entire team. I was in charge of making the baked beans and macaroni and cheese, and from the looks of things, I believe I passed the taste test. So now we're back at the next day. I wanted to give my body butter the ultimate test, so I decided to wash dishes first because I wanted to make sure that I removed any pre-existing moisturizing cream, oil, or anything from my hands. So let's get started. First test is the smell test. Oh, this smells really good. Can you smell that? You smell that? It smells good, huh? Alright, so let's get some of this body butter on my dry hands. So putting my fingers in there, I can tell that it kind of thickened up. I might have put too much on there, but a little bit goes a long way. If you can't tell, my hands are in dire need of some cream, so. I know you can't feel it through the screen, but it's very soft. It's so fluffy. It feels like cotton candy or a cotton ball. That turned out well. I'm still smelling it. So that's the conclusion of my initial test. Anytime you do testing, you want to change out some variables. So I'm going to try this on different skin types. I will probably give a couple to my kids, and then I'll probably give my neighbor somebody who doesn't have my DNA, and see how it works on their skin as well. This is amazing. It is so light. My skin is just, it's so bright. So if that turns out well within the next couple of weeks, I actually have a product launch idea for this coming up shortly. So thank you again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and please hit the notifications tab so you can be notified anytime I post new videos. Until next time, bye guys. Take 1,987.
You gotta be the one to hang up.
I'm trying to. Shit. Hold on. Bye.
Bye.
Y'all want to go outside? Gizmo? That's a no for you? That's a yes for you too? Okay. Well, I'm not going to let my boys starve, so I'm going to ruffle them up some lunch. I'm going to make chicken tikka masala and some pork egg rolls.
Thank you, Mother.
Next up, arrowroot. Arrowroot. Next up, arrowroot. 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 Arrowroot.